If you are in a state where you are aware that you are keep attracting the same kind of relationships and situations in your life, but still have a hard time to break free from them, then this video is for you. Have you ever felt stuck in the same patterns no matter how much you try to change them? After unconsciously going through the same kind of patterns and cycles in life and becoming aware of them, it was still hard for me to get out of them. I was keep attracting the same kind of relationships and situations in my life. It was so hard for me to let go of them and break the cycle. Even if I knew that my relationships were not healthy, the way I reacted to life was not healthy, I was still stuck in the same pattern. It was so hard for me to come out of these patterns and cycles in life because I was too attached to my comfort zone and the identity I have built up. Letting go of these attachments was too scary for me because this is what I was familiar with. If I let go of these attachments, then I would be in the unknown. Being in the unknown meant that I wouldn't know how it would feel, how I would be, and even if I would be able to handle it. Something within me was so identified with the people, relationships, and the situations around me. And even if I could feel that something was not aligned with me anymore, I will still be in it. Let's say if I had friendships that I felt I was no longer aligned with, I would still be in the friendships because there was something within me that was so attached. When I say I was no longer aligned with them, it doesn't mean that I had any problems with them. But sometimes you are just not aligned anymore because you prioritize different things and you might want different things in life also. And your perspectives towards life can also change. Even if I felt that I was no longer aligned with the people and situations in my life, I would still hang on to them. What if a situation came where I really felt in pain or went through a heartbreak? Who would I share it with? Who would I find comfort in? So because of these kind of stories, I stayed in friendships and situations that were no longer aligned with me. Do you hold on to relationships and situations because you are fearing the unknown? But I know the more clear I got about life, I knew where I wanted to spend my energy and time. Not to exclude anybody or anything, just being intentional about where I wanted to spend my energy and time. Nothing personal towards any person or situation. The clearer I got, the more naturally I knew what to do. And I know it's hard because your mind can say, oh, what if it gets better? Or poor person, that person is just going through a confusion. We can keep saying these kind of things to ourselves and keep ourselves in the same kind of patterns and cycles. How many times have you given these kind of excuses? Leave a comment below. And I'm not saying to judge any person or situations. We don't want to go there. But just notice if you are gaining more energy by being with different people or situations, or are you getting drained of energy? This has nothing to do with judging a person or situations, because we are all doing the best that we can. Is it flowing for you or not? But don't take any actions based on anger, sadness, or something else. Take an actions that comes from awareness. This has nothing to do with the person or situations. You have the power to choose where you want to spend your energy and time. And just notice how the energy feels within you. And it can be scary, but trust it. I talk about this in a much deeper way in my 6-week course where I share tools and practices to support you through this process. So if you're interested, I will post a link in the description. Here are 3 things you can start to do to break these patterns. Number 1 is awareness. Number 2 is understanding of your attachments. And number 3 is trust. It might sound simple and you might already be aware of your patterns. But what matters is that you are aware of them in the moment and not after a situation happens. You have to be aware in the moment. Most people stay stuck because they are not aware of the patterns in real time. They might recognize them after the fact of maybe a toxic relationships, emotional trigger, or some kind of situations that drains their energy. But the key is to become aware of them in the moment. Another thing that is important is to becoming aware of your attachments. Another thing that is important is to become aware of your attachments. What keeps you stuck isn't just a pattern, it's also an attachment. Maybe a part of you feels more safe in the familiar, even if it's painful. Maybe breaking free feels like you're losing a part of yourself. The sense of belonging, your relationships, and your identity. And maybe deep down you just don't trust that there's anything better that is possible. Your mind might understand that you need a change, but your body, your nervous system might be wired for the old pattern. So here is what you need to do. Breaking free isn't about just letting go. It's about accepting the reality and accepting the unknown as it is. Let's talk about trust. The unknown can feel terrifying, but here's the truth. Your nervous system will always try to pull you back to what is familiar, even if it's painful. That's why people stay in relationships that they have outgrown, a job they hate, or even friendships that drains them. Not because they want to, but that's what they know. So when you start making new choices and saying no to things and choosing differently, it might feel very scary and even wrong because it's very different from what your nervous system is used to. But what is scarier, the discomfort of change or staying in the same kind of cycles and patterns for another year? If this resonates with you, leave a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you're ready to go deeper, this is exactly what we work on in my 6-week course. You'll get tools and practices to actually break free. Not to just know about the problems, but to break through them. Because end of the day, you are not your patterns, and you are not your past, and you are not stuck. You are just one conscious choice away from change. By the way, I've created a quiz that can help you to identify why you are stuck in your patterns. And this is completely free. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video could support you in some kind of way. Thank you so much. A lot of positive energy from here. Bye.